Hi all, thought I'd play one or two games this afternoon. Okay, so patola, IM2141. Not particularly high rated on this auto pairing, but still an IM opponent. So I'm playing for D4 here, hoping that maybe I'll have a small advantage. Trying to clamp down on D5 a bit. Actually, maybe he can play knight. He can play D5 here, straight away. Because I'm getting into a pin potentially. Unless knight D5 works, bishop takes G7. That might work. D5, CD, knight D5. I suppose I've just got... No, I haven't got queen D5 because bishop takes C3 check, and then he wins my queen. I wonder if just the reply bishop E2 might be possible with D5. If he doesn't play D5, I'll be happy to just play bishop E2 and castle. Okay, if knight B4 does knight D4 anyway. Seems to play D5 now. We'll just play this pin like that. Okay, I'll try and protect this C3 square. Can extra pressure be exerted with queen F6? Maybe knight A4 there. Right, so maybe the threat is now knight takes and knight A2. Starting to be a bit unpleasant. Do I have A3? Time for that. Knight C3, bishop C3. Maybe because knight C2, rook C2, bishop C3, rook C3. I'll go for that. Hope for the best. A lot of pressure exerted on my position here. And sort of using a lot of thinking time over this to try and crush me straight off the bat before me castling. So, okay, knight C3, bishop C3, knight A2, bishop G7. Maybe that's okay for me. On the other hand, that move, that's annoying. So knight A2, I lose the dark square bishop. That's a good move. Alright, I guess I have to lose the dark square bishop. And a pawn on A3 as well. Oh well. Can I get in knight D4 here without getting murdered? Or is there knight C3 now? Knight C3, yeah, knight C3 is possible, so I'm going to be losing the exchange as well. It goes from bad to worse here. It really does. Okay, after he wins the exchange... Oh, I thought he'd play knight C3. Okay, knight D4, if I flick that in, maybe try and hack him up with H4, H5, etc. So, this is bishop going to move. No. Okay, I'll take that. Maybe B4. Or just castle maybe. I'll just try castling. It's a bit shorter on time than me, although the okay, so no G3 here. Seems plausible. I think I will play that. Just try and stop F4s dissolving the double pawns. I don't know, King G2 maybe. Bishop F3. Maybe H4. Okay, so Bishop F3. How can I get in H4 here? Is it too risky? Might be Bishop E3s and Queen G3s if I weaken G3. And then Bishop E4, is that worth it? To get in Knight C3 to D5? I might try that actually. The Knight's too strong on E4. So we get a nice Knight somewhere to D5 to F4. That would be nice. Okay, so Knight D5 here. Maybe even Queen D2, threat of Queen B2 on that diagonal might be useful. Okay, so Knight F4 though is a good square. Okay, big time advantage. We just, I don't know, Queen D2. Queen D2 anyway. Just maybe even offering queens after Queen B2. Just go for the ending. Why not? Although I'm a pawn down, but this knight I think is great. So we'll see how great it is, though. So any A4s I can answer with B4. I'll get this H4 in as well. I'm tempted for G4, but it'd be starting weakening pawns, so I think. Where does the king belong here? Maybe over here. So I'll wait for D5 if he's really going to play that. So Rook D2, there's A4. Unless Knight H5 is amassing that because of Rook D5. Could try that. No, it's not. It's King E6. H5. Try and get in H6. I might try H5. It's safe there at the moment, unless I lose F4. He's only got about 30 seconds. So, right, he's going to force A4. I'll just play Rook A2 for the moment. Can I get in H6? So Rook H1 to H5 and G4. I might try for that. I think it'll take too long to harass the pawn. The bishop coming to F8 could harass the pawn. But even so, I mean, with 18 seconds counting, I think he's playing this far too slowly. I've got to play Rook H5 and G4 now, so if I take, that breaks up the pawns if he takes with the rooks. I'll take that, although he's going to have a pass pawn potential, but now Rook H5, I'm going to ignore the draw off, I think, because I've just got big time advice. So G4 here, I think it's dangerous. Threatening actually mate 1. With Rook takes F5. Okay. So 4 seconds. So I don't know, G4. I'll try and defend this pawn, but then A4. I think G5 actually, with the idea of G6, is dangerous. I think I'll try that to get this pawn queening. So check. Right, so now Rook F8 with the idea of just exchanging rooks and then H7. Or Rook F4. Rook F8 takes King F7, H7, King G7. So I think Rook F4. He's lost on time. So yeah, let's have a quick review of that game. So I was getting potentially stuffed from the opening here, especially after this very sharp knight a2. So I lost that valuable dark square bishop and a pawn. But this was mysterious because I think it's given me a good square for the knight now potentially. After this bishop e4, the knight crawls back to a good square. So I thought I was okay now for the pawn. I had enough compensation even to go in the end game here. So a little plan revolving around f5. So just getting the rook to the h file and then playing for g4. And his time pressure was just too much. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.